Hello everyone, this is Zakria again here with you, and today I'm going to do a video on what are some of the steps that you need to take when you arrive after you basically arrive in Germany. Uh, Lately I haven't been able to post some videos recently because I was traveling, so my apologies for that. If you're new to my channel, I would really like for you to hit that subscribe button, and so that you can be updated with the most recent content and keep yourself really updated. So with that being said, let's get started. So of course the first thing is you have been enrolled, obviously, or maybe let's suppose if you're coming on a work visa, then most of the parts for you are done. If you are someone who's actually having a work visa, then you can I'll leave the link in the video description or also over here on the top, so you can go through that video where I have covered all the steps for a work visa and probably the things that you need to do once you have the work visa. For students, the most important thing for you is to get enrolled. Why is that? Is because once you get enrolled, you basically get your student card, and most of the universities in Germany, with the help of the student card, you can actually travel around in the city for free using the trams and the buses, and even like if you get it for a state, like if your card is valid for a state. Now in my case, like for example, the card is valid for the whole state, so we can go from Darmstadt to even Frankfurt, and so that part is actually covered. Even Frankfurt is covered in our student card, so it's actually a plus. So that is very important, because normally when you use this public transport, they require you to have a ticket while you're traveling. So most important part is that you have the ticket with you, and this ticket needs to be for you, this ticket is actually the student card. So this is the first thing that you need to get done. Now the next part, which is a very important one, is accommodation. Obviously it's very clear, you are definitely applying for accommodation the moment you know that you've got the admission. But yeah, you're not the only one, there are so many others applying, so it takes a lot of time before you actually get like a response from any responsible person that you found the room or you have finalized the room. A few cases in my university, for example, like there is a chance you can apply for the room to the university, and they end up giving rooms to those students who have actually applied who have actually got the admission and paid for the room as well. That is a very good scenario if that's the case. Otherwise, you just have to finalize by yourself, do some searching by yourself. Another thing is, if you want to search about a room or something, I'll leave a link above. In this video below in the description, I have some links where you can actually there are a lot of websites where you can visit and search for a room if you are still searching for one. Anyways, once you have the accommodation, you will have to sit with the landlord, and they will make you sign some papers and stuff which will say your total rent and some of the rules and conditions and all of those extra papers. Those are the important ones because you need to keep your contract, as you will be needing it later on in a few places. Once you have all of those things, you need to go and open a bank account. Now for those who've already opened a blocked account in Deutsche Bank, for them it's not much of a big problem. You just need to take an appointment on the Deutsche Bank website, or you can visit the nearest branch and they can set you up for an appointment. You just need to take your passport, of course. Like I said before, you need to have the contract of your accommodation, so you need to take that with you. And and some other documents, they will let you know. It's not a big deal. And you go there and you open a local bank account with them, a current account. If you are applying in any other banks, but if you have a blocked account already in Deutsche Bank, then they just take some details from you, so like they can send you the ATM card and you can proceed from there onwards very easily. Deutsche Bank is one of the most common ones, and the other one is Sparkasse. Sparkasse is a good one as well, as they have a lot of branches, and most of the biggest advantage is like they have a lot of ATMs in every place around in the city, so you do not have to pay the extra charges that are deducted when you withdraw money from a different ATM. Other than that, you do face some issues with Sparkasse. When you like move into another city or something, you might not be able to use the Sparkasse card anymore. Your account might be working, but you will not be able to make like transactions and stuff. So in that case, Deutsche Bank is better as compared to Sparkasse. Nonetheless, the next one is insurance. Health insurance is important here in Germany. In some cases, you can even ask one of the university officials when you get the admission. They can also recommend you some. In my case, it was a bit easy. They recommended us about TK, that's how they call it in German, or TK insurance, however you want to call it. They actually sent us the forms and we just filled in the details, and once we arrived here, and they deducted the amount, so we did not have to like really go into different places to find which one is the good one. Sorry. The second one is AOK or AOK in German. This one is a second option for students, so you can, like, if you are not getting any option, you can like look for these two companies and compare the prices, which one suits you better. I think both of them are somewhere near. The prices are almost nearby, like there is not much big difference, but definitely I would recommend you to like do your own research and see which one suits you better and which one has more advantages, and that way you will obviously choose the right one. With all of these things done, now the first thing is the enrollment, then is the contract of the housing, and of course the bank account and insurance. Once you have all of these four things completed, and of course there's one thing I did not mention here, the fifth one, which is actually a phone SIM card that also requires you to have a contract. There are many networks. I mean, you can ask anyone who, like any of your friends or any of the people who are living there. There are a lot of options. Like you can have a lot of options. There is Lebara, there is O2 and Aldi, and many more are there. So like you can just see which, or you can just search for the packages and see which one suits you better, and you can go with that. So these are the 5 things. The first one is your university enrollment, so which will get you the student card and get you registered in the university. Then it's the contract, then comes the insurance, and then you have the phone number and of course the bank account. Once you have all of those things, the earlier the better. You just need to go to the nearest foreign office, which is actually called AUSLÄNDERBEHÖRDE in German. every city has one, so you just need to basically go over there and you just need to get yourself registered. So the earlier, like I said, it's the better. So just make sure like you have all of these things completed immediately. Take some time, you can look at their schedules, what are their opening schedules, either on their website or even on Google Maps, and you can go to them, and you'll have to wait in a line, take a token and just wait, and when it's your turn you just go to them and register yourselves, and they give you a contract, like basically a registration, which is a proof that you've been registered. And that's really it. Doesn't take you too long, maybe depends on the line and the number of people. I don't think it will take you even an hour or something like that. So this is very important. So make sure you have everything completed, and then you go to the AUSLÄNDERBEHÖRDE and you can complete all of those procedures in the very first few weeks after your arrival. Then some extra steps is like every city, as obviously they have the stations, like the main central station is the Hauptbahnhof for every city, and then there's a local transport, which are the buses and the trams. So you can do this like if you know those things before you come, but that's not much possible. So the best thing is once you're settled in and stuff, I would suggest that you can download these two apps, the DB application and the RMV application. Both of them allow you to basically like search for connections. So maybe you can see which is your nearest stop, and from there, wherever you need to go, you type in the name and they tell you which bus or which tram you need to take. Or if it is from a city to another city, they also give you some other extra options. These are two of the most commonly used applications, and you most likely are going to use them a lot in the very beginning. Even later on you have to use them because of the timings and the schedules. Nobody knows them by heart, so it helps you a lot when it comes to traveling into different points within the cities. So that's a really good these two applications are really good. I would suggest you that once you arrive, definitely download them. It will help you a lot. The third one is actually similar application like Google Maps, and it's called like the Here We Go Maps. The only good thing about them is like when you enter 2 points, like for example you need to go from the central station from Hauptbahnhof to your university, let's suppose, and you know the 2 stations, but on Google Maps it will not show you the local transport connections. So one option is to use the DB or the RMV app, and the third option is use the Here We Go application. It's like Google Maps. It shows you all the possible buses or trams, different ones that might possibly go, and the route, of course. It shows all the route like in Google Maps. So in case you are someone who wants to see the map and then see which bus you can take, or bicycle path, or by car, this Here We Go app is a really good one. It helps you a lot in this kind of procedure. The food, as far as the food is concerned, it's pretty tight of a budget that every student has, like when you come here, because obviously when you open your bank accounts and stuff, the amount that you're getting is 720 or 25. It goes up a little bit nowadays, so maybe 730, 740 euros per month. For the food, you have a lot of stores. Aldi is one of the stores, and there's Rewe. These are like superstores where you can purchase the normal household stuff. For example, you want to buy coffee or bread or milk or cheese or whatever you buy at the normal superstore, you can get easily from them. Aldi is a bit cheaper as compared to Rewe, and according to my experience, Rebe has a bit of more variety than Aldi, but it's of course up to you which one you want to go for. And then there are a lot of halal shops for those Muslim people who want to eat halal food. Not only that, you can buy halal chicken and meat, but there are also some other, for example, like if you're interested in eating sausages or stuff like that, you can also get those halal from these halal shops. So you just have to maybe ask those people who are already living in that city. They can easily help you, or Google Maps also helps you a lot. And the best way is, even if you go to the store, you can ask those people if the food is halal or not, and they tell you. And these stores also have the halal certificates, the authorization and all those kind of things, so it's pretty authentic. So there is no harm in asking, and they will definitely tell you, and you can see it by yourself. The same goes for the restaurants. In the restaurants category, there are also some halal food places, restaurants where you can eat. Most of the halal ones are the donor shops, where you can easily eat halal chicken made dishes. They are like similar to like shawarma, if some of you know about it, or even some of them, they have burgers and they are all halal. So like all you can easily get it, but it depends where they are. Maybe they're not nearby, they're a bit far or stuff. So yeah, it's not going to be like cheap at all. It will not be like very cost effective, very economical if you're like eating these things from outside. So the most economical for you is to cook at home, and that's the best way in which you can easily not only save some money but also eat at home. Yeah, it takes a little bit of effort and time, but at the same time you can save some money as well, because in the beginning you might have to make some purchases of some items and stuff. So that is another expense which you can easily make if you have saved some money from not going outside. Yeah, I guess then that's really it. Well, I guess that's pretty much it, and pretty much covered all of those things. If you liked my video, and if you like my channel, do like the video and keep sharing it with your friends and family members, and do subscribe to my channel for more. I will be doing a video on some of the stuff that you are supposed to bring, like when you're packing and you're traveling and you want to bring some stuff from your country of origin. What are the things that you should bring, which are kind of a must that you should bring? What are the things that you should not bring? So all of those details I'll be sharing in my next video. So if you're someone who's really interested in that, you definitely need to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell as well, so you can keep yourself updated when I upload that video. So until then, thank you so much for taking out time to watch this video, and see you later. Bye.